Hey guys, this is going to be a slightly different type of video. I kind of figured I'd be doing some tips and tricks on how to survive winter farming, ranching. Obviously, I've had horses for over 3/4 of my life, and frankly, I've gotten really used to frozen hoses, water buckets, etc., etc. So, today we are going to do how to properly drain a hose. For starters, it is not as simple as other people looks. And the first thing is obviously to shut it off. Once off, drain. Now, I always find it critical to actually remove whatever watering nozzle you may have. The reason is while you are trying to clear it out, it can always shut and not properly drain your hose. Also, those little balls in there, just a slight amount of frost and suddenly they will not open and close. So if you just take it off every time, you don't have to worry about that. Second of all, there are multiple ways to actually do it. But one of the easiest ways to make sure that it is properly drained and completely drained is to run it down a hill. Now, obviously, my hill is not as long as my hose, but at least it gets things kind of going in that motion. You can always flick more of it. But this will just kind of give the gentle idea for the water to go out of the hose. From here, we'll unscrew it completely. One of the worst things you can do is half do it, and then the next person turns it on and gets sprayed in the face. So, completely drain, and you can already hear the water coming out of the hose on the other end. Now, from here, depends on how cold the weather is going to depend on how frequently or how well I actually drain said hose. So one way to do it is to just go down in the shifting motion. I'm just going to go a little bit, you just put it up and over. Make sure you're not going too fast. If you go too fast with it, the water won't be able to exit in time and you'll still have pools in it. The other way, so if it is a really, really cold night, and I know we're absolutely like -2, something along those lines, I will go down more than once. Other times, I'll drag it through the barn. However, we still haven't hit those temps yet, so I will just do my regular dragging while draining. So, number one also, or number two, on why it's really nice to have it really spread out is so that way when you go to roll it up, there's no more kinks and it will undo itself. Starting in one corner, be demanding. Don't get lazy. You can twist the hose to make it so it actually goes in a loop. I like to do nice big loops because if you do small ones, it curls up more and it's hard to uncoil. If you do nice big loops, that way it's only got like 7 turns in it. You'll be a lot less stressful later. This is one of those times you got to make sure you go nice and slow so that way the water does get completely out. It has time to drain. You can always keep your eyes on it while it's pouring out. And by the time you're done, it should be drip dry. Now, this is a hint that I don't think a lot of people do know off the top of their off the top of their mind. The fact that I actually will leave my hose just like this if it's really cold. If it isn't that cold, I will actually pick it up and hang it up. The reason I leave it flat if it's going to be really cold is, God forbid, if I leave any moisture still in there, it will, hanging it up will make it all come down to the bottom, and it will completely lock the hose. However, if you have it like this, it will disperse and be flat on the edge, and then it won't freeze in a way that will clog it. Welcome to the joys of owning horses up in winter, cold, northern climate. And just one way, or a couple little hints in there, on how to keep your hose completely drained. Follow, and I'm going to come up with a few more of these little handy hooks. And hope you enjoy. Have a good day.